Ready?
Good evening. Welcome to Fate of the Dice's Descent into Avernus. Tonight we have Meltith, Calrissa, Shulong, Quinny, Theo, and Varys. Who wants to go over what happened last time?
I can do that. Last time we started in the bathhouse, just after we had a fight with people that were there in the evening. We went down, found a secret passageway that we followed along. We found 3 doors that were marked with the symbols of the dead three: Bane, Baal, and Miracle. We knew we were on the trail of Baneite cultists, so we went through that door. Around the corner, we found someone who was being tortured by several people. We took them out, and it saved the person being tortured. Turns out she was called Flame Holgate, and she was the daughter of a Marcus Holgate who was murdered in Elturel. She was at the park when Zendaya was killed. And they are killing people from Elturel and kidnapping members of the Hellriders or their families. We found part of a scroll that referenced the Shield of the Hidden Lord, who was the 10th Lord of Nine to hunt down the Hellriders. Descendants of Flamingo first. And that was signed TK, same as the other note we found. We continued along our way, and we found a few more doors, and behind those were ghasts, were they, I think? That put up a bit of a fight, but we took them down as well, and that's where we left it.
No worries. Would like to say that I don't believe what you found mentioned about hunting down like the flaming fist specifically, but this person that you found is a serving flame in the flaming fist.
Gotcha. Flaming fist or Flamingo first?
Well. Regardless of regardless of typos, neither are being actively hunted. So
the missive to Yugenath, hunt down those Elturians who are Hellriders or descendants thereof. If any are in Baldur's Gate, hunt them too.
What? Huh?
It's in the missive to Yugenath. Yugenath? That's to hunt down the Hellriders or the descendants thereof. Oh, what did he say that was different?
Oh, it's that whilst so the missive says the Hellriders are being hunted, their descendants are being hunted. If any are in Baldur's Gate, they're being hunted too. The bit about the bit about Flaming Fist is kind of like afterwards. They're not mentioned in the missive as being actively hunted. It says they are to be claimed.
Cool.
But yeah, no, just to clarify that. But yeah, otherwise we can get to looting. So you've got 3 rooms to look through, of which this sarcophagus does have something inside. This middle one, I'm happy to let you know. As for the undead themselves, they have correctly been identified as gas. They have stench glands that may be removed.
Varys, if that sarcophagus has got a body in it, you can get your tits out for the first time. Assume that's how it works. Speak with dead on the breastplate.
Oh, good God.
Dom's had a good week.
You got bigger bits than me.
Wait, speak to them? Do we think we'd say something?
I think we'll just leave them to it.
Yeah.
What?
Obviously, having a baby.
Shulong would have man boobs.
I can get a bottle of ale in my cleavage. It's a good way of carrying it. I can carry 3 bottles at once.
Oh, you're really going to have the boob off.
I am with the gnome.
Oh Christ, this took a turn.
What would you like to do?
Can we look through the rest of the guests and the coffins and
Actually, to get back to what we're supposed to do.
Okay. Freudian slip aside, as I've said, the ghasts have have stench glands that can be harvested, and this middle sarcophagus, if someone wants to have a look, does have something inside. The other two do not. Okay, so I see Varys has gone to have a look at the middle sarcophagus.
Yes.
Inside, he's able to find 2 gems and what looks to be a vial inside.
Is there anything in that vial?
Yes, there is a very viscous liquid.
What check would it be to check if it's poisonous?
I mean, I guess it would be. Well, I guess to specifically check if it's poisonous would be under investigation.
Here's hoping.
I mean, so having a sniff of it, it doesn't smell poisonous, but it's difficult to be sure.
Sure, long, come here.
If it's poisonous, get the dwarf to do it. Melt it. Eat the poison thing.
Lick it.
Mm.
Where do you want me?
Varys wants you to lick his thing.
Oi! Well, you don't get an offer like that every day.
Is that going to be one of those nights?
apparently so.
Yeah.
I hand the vial to my little friend. I take it I would still be raging from the battle, wouldn't I, before we...
Yeah, so that lasts 10 minutes, so long as you're willing to keep it up with a bonus action. So that's fine.
That's good. I mean, I've got a 3 for investigation. Do I have to eat it, or can I look at it first? Oh, we've tried an investigation, failed, got you.
Well, yeah, you can have a second opinion, though.
Nope, I have no clue.
Okay.
Looks like cheese.
Ooh. Lick it.
Drink it.
You eat? No, I'm not licking it.
But you
I'm
like
not really
your
another
dwarf.
character.
You're fine.
I'm not rolling up another character. I've played this game before. That's how you end up rolling up a new character.
Fine, just pocket it and we'll find an alchemist in the city.
No worries. And as for the gemstones, they are 2 moonstones. Each would be worth 50 gold pieces.
Stick that in my inventory.
I'd have been really annoyed if one of those was a diamond worth 300 gold pieces.
Oh, I just assumed something was going to kill him. That's why I didn't go near it. I was like, nah, I've played this game. I too have
Yeah,
played this
I was
game.
kind of the open sarcophagus trap.
Well, these have already been effectively opened by their inhabitants. So, having got what you can get from these, what would you like to do?
There's a room here.
What do you think, guys? Should we carry on? I think we said there wasn't anything in there. One of the ghasts came out of there, didn't they? Oh no, that's a room.
That leads to a collapsed tunnel.
Ah.
There is a door here that's not been accounted for.
I'll stand around the corner if someone in armor wants to go and have a look at it. Poised and ready.
Anybody else want to go first? I can do it, but
I'll happily go first, but
I was gonna say you're still raging. Oh yeah, or a charisma.
I'll do it.
Oh, too late.
Or-
Man, just leapt over you. Oh, another prisoner.
oh dear.
Sir, the walls and floor of this room are covered with streaks and splashes of dried blood. Two dangling bodies are shackled to the east and south walls. One is an elderly male human, the other a young female tiefling. Both are covered in bloody gashes and neither is moving. In the middle of the room is a sturdy wooden chair with a bloody whip draped over it. A bucket half filled with salt sits on the floor nearby. I can let you know that whilst neither are moving, the tiefling is breathing, the human is not. Hence why one has an unconscious token and the other does not.
I will assist the tiefling.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just moved Varys rather than me.
Okay.
Forgot you can still control him.
Yes.
So squashed together.
You can. How are you assisting? Are you cutting them down, and I can heal them a bit, or do you want to do both?
I mean,
You want me to cut them
I mean-
down?
Or do we want to heal them a bit and leave them? We could heal them a bit and whip them some more.
Oh.
I was gonna get them down, then maybe one of us could like heal them.
Oh, where are them?
What?
That's good. No, you're not underneath me at the minute.
I decided on second thoughts I probably should put a corpse token in there. You're under the
Can I not
corpse.
stand on the corpse then, please?
Are you able to move your...
I can't now. You put a corpse on for me. Thank you. I don't like this room. It's raining corpses.
I'll wait for you to cut them down, and I'll do a cure wounds.
Get them there.
But it'd be mean to do cure wounds before we cut them down, just in case they fall. You have cut them.
Cut them down. I have cut them down. I said cut. I've cut
You
them
have
down.
cut them down.
Yeah, I've cut them down.
I didn't know if it'd be a roll or something.
I see, no worries. So, you'd be able to cut them down, don't worry. The cure wounds can be used to restore hit points. This will cause the woman to wake up. Contrary to the token, this is like a red-skinned tiefling.
I'm also a red-skinned tiefling.
This is getting out of hand. Now there's two of them.
So as the life returns to her, and her wounds close up, she looks around and says, "Who are you? You're not with Bane, are you?"
No.
She begins to rub injuries that have been closed up. And, she says, "What is this place?"
in short, it's the sewers, but we're here on a rescue mission of sorts. So Yeah. Welcome.
It's your lucky day.
What's your name?
She says, my name is Vendetta. I'm a maid at the Stallmain estate.
I don't think I'd employ anyone whose name was Vendetta.
Well, lucky for you, we're on a vendetta. Let me guess. Are you from Eltriel?
She shakes her head. No.
Oh.
Look, are we kind of betting on that? Where are you from?
I was born and raised in Baldur's Gate.
Do you have any ancestry? Do you have any of your parents or grandparents who were Hell Riders by any chance?
Does.
Thank you.
All relatives are relative.
She shakes her head. No. I suppose looking at Clarissa, one of my ancestors may have gone to hell at some point, but I don't know anything about these Hell Riders.
Huh.
Ooh. You know why you were kidnapped? Sorry, carry on.
I say, who lives at the Stallmain estate?
So Meltith and Quinny would be able to, at the very least, should be able to recognise the name, as they are Baldurian in origin. But yeah, Vendetta will say Duke Stalmain and her servants.
Not anymore, she doesn't.
I mean, that wasn't the one that died, was it?
Oh, was it not?
Duke
I
the
thought
one
that was
that died.
Oh, of course, sorry. My bad. Sorry to scare you then. But if they were just kidnapping a maid, that suggests to me that they were replacing her in
or trying to get into
Stelmane's household.
Or what sort of questions were they asking you? Were they along the lines that would enable them to sneak in?
They wanted to know where the entrances and exits are. If there are any secret passages within, or what the routines for the guards are.
Did you tell them?
She looks grimly at the whip draped over the chair and painfully nods.
Oh no.
We need to go there.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess we know our next stop. Oh, did you answer them? I mean, we looked at the whip. I assume that's a yes. Shut up, ignore that question.
He's a cat. He's easily distracted.
Cool. Right. So I think we know where we're going next. Want to follow us out? Or no? Can we point to the man next to him? Or do you recognise him?
I was about to ask that. My connection just dipped, so I lost a lot.
She looks over to the man, the human, the other prisoner, and says, his name is Avernus. He's the Duke's groom. He looks after the horses. Whilst horses aren't allowed in the city, there's a loophole that he uses to get them in.
Well, yeah, he would. He's a duke.
No, he's not a duke. He's a groom.
Yeah, but he works for the Duke, though, doesn't he? So
Yeah,
the rich.
Yeah, but a Duke Stelmane is a woman.
Oh.
In the Baldur's Gate, all the Duke, well, all the like the ceiling figures are called dukes, even if they would otherwise be duchesses.
Oh.
In any case, yeah, that's what Vendetta tells you about the other prisoner.
That's my immediate go-to thought is that they've replaced these two in Stelmane's household.
Yeah.
Mm.
We need to go and ask her if she's had any new members of staff arrive.
So,
I mean,
I was going to ask her, we're the good guys, believe it or not. Are there any passwords that you may or may not have told them that would be useful to tell us also to get onto the estate to help? Because we're the good guys.
She looks at you strangely and says, "We don't have passwords. We know the guards, and the guards know us."
Okay. So there's no like phrase in case you need to get a message, send a messenger, and you can't make it yourself or anything. There's no like. Cool. You really should think about one of those because if someone came as a runner and went, "Oh, your maid says this is the special ice cream, but she has to send it back first," and you don't know if it's poisoned if you don't give them a password. So just FYI, in case we do make it back in time to save you.
Them.
I mean, we did leave some dead cultists down the way. Varus, in all seriousness, now you have that breastplate and you're attuned to it, you could speak to one of the dead cultists and ask them 5 questions and see if we can figure out their plan.
Oh, I'm having a certain movie flashback. But yes, I think we'll use Animate the Dead on one of them.
Wait, not on the groom. He's just going to tell us about horses.
Well, also animate dead and speak with dead do very different things. Animate dead turns one into a skeleton or zombie, and I don't believe either of those can talk.
So I'll use on. Sorry, say that. What was English spelling? Who am I speaking to?
I think if we go back the way we came, that's it for down there, isn't it? I hope there's nothing nasty just suddenly appeared back in this room and running off without it. Following me. If we look to our left...
Where'd you go?
I've got lost! I'm in the water somewhere.
Have you literally...
Where
there you are. I found you.
Oh, there we are. Yep.
Just follow the tunnels back to like the first place we had a fight with the enchanted armor.
Which one of these was the leader? Yeah.
What, like?
Oh, look, I found the doorway.
Look, where you went.
Right, okay.
Guys, I found the doorway here.
Oh, cool. I think was Red the leader because there was only one of them.
And they had a spear.
Yes, Red was the leader, as I said. Yeah, Red had a spear, the other in maces.
But do we want to speak to
Darius.
the leader?
Hey, boy.
Oi, not dog.
Elf, not a dog.
I will take this arrow and shove it somewhere.
Pointy ears, it's all the same.
Wet nose or dry nose, though?
Oh God.
Pointy ears and a dry nose, it's a cat. Pointy ears and a wet nose, it's a dog.
Uh-huh.
That is you.
Talk to that
That
guy.
one. That one you want to talk to.
Oh, you speak to the dead. It's speak to the dead, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to presume that's not your first question. The answer is speak with dead.
Yes.
So just to clarify, the corpse must have a mouth. It does. It's not undead, so that's fine. And then until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive. And the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are antagonistic towards it or it recognizes you as an enemy.
Should we disguise you first? Oh wait, no, you've already cast it. That wasn't a question, that was me.
It's I'm not gonna count that as a question. Anyway. But yes, we got something in there. The spell has been cast. Yignath begins to stir. And there will be a certain hostility in the gaze. But you may ask the 5 questions.
I turn to my friend. I turn to my colleagues. What should I ask?
Oh, damn it!
That's not a question.
What do you mean it's just a question? What
them.
did you ask is absolutely a question.
Oh, we'll ask them if they know anything about the Stone Main estate.
What do you know about the Stone Maze estate?
Okay. So Yignath will answer. First Yignath will say, you should ask them if they fancy killing themselves. Secondly, the Stelmane estate is one of the great estates of Baldur's Gate. Belongs to Duke Stelmane.
We're going to ask him something more specific, don't we? Like, what is the cult's involvement?
What he said.
Okay, so if you're just asking what's the cult's involvement, Yignath is more than happy to just say, I'm not telling you anything.
Do we want to just be dicks for the last couple of questions then?
As well, I don't know what he tells her though.
Okay, how much wood could a woodchuck put if woodchuck could chuck wood? I think that's a question.
Or, can you read?
Did Magnus do anything wrong?
There's no, then falls down.
Okay. To the fourth question, Yignath will just reply saying, I care naught for riddles. And to the 5th question, which was, can you read? Yignath will say, yes, if that pleases you, and then expires.
Whose leg just went off then?
It was worth a shot.
It would have been funnier if we just left the last question and left.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a useful spell, Speak with Dead, but there is the thing that if it's against a hostile target, you might want to disguise yourself a bit.
Yarp.
The thing is,
I wasn't the one to kill it.
I suppose you should have just put Theo in front of them because nobody ever sees Theo in the fights. He's always hiding around the corner.
True.
Some would say, like a good little stealth cat.
I'm gonna move the others
'cause-
closer towards you.
Just because you didn't see me while you were unconscious doing stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take them all the way in. I suspect. I suspect Flame Hall Gate would know better than to bring the civilian in the room with all the dead people after previous experience.
I'm not sure we'd know another way out. We might have to go past the dead people.
Yeah, I know. But if it can be helped, I think the flame would opt not to. Yeah, but yeah. In the meantime, what would you like to do?
Theo, you found that passageway, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm stood up by another passageway.
Another door there.
I mean, if you're feeling strong enough, you said you were. We'll just get.
Okay. I could go one more.
We'll just get
Where are
Vendetta to close her eyes.
Hmm.
Meow. Meow.
Oh yeah, we're just down here.
Meow.
Down south.
Meow. Meow.
We're going down south.
Meow.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get the flame and Vendetta to come into this room, I can move the tokens and say that you've said it's, I don't know, safe to come in or whatever. Is that the plan?
Yeah. I think just put them somewhere close, but not too close behind us, and we'll tell them when it's safe.
No
I mean, the
way.
way out's probably safe if Valerie wants to take the
There's just
civilian
invisible
to
stuff out there,
safety.
isn't there? It's
Well,
the
I don't know.
invisible stuff.
No worries. In which case, yeah, Valerie will be happy to do that. You should be happy to lead Vendetta out of there, and I can put them on the GM layer if that's your preference.
Yeah.
Okay. So she'll wish you luck, and she will inform her supervisors.
And good luck yourself.
So her supervisors, her seniors. There we go. And with that, leading this tiefling, making sure to put one hand over eyes, they will depart from here. And then you're free to open this door if you'd like. So, opening the door, the passage continues on, and there's also, on your right, map left, there's a passage here. Inside, you can faintly hear an incantation.
Oh, that sounds like something we should stop.
Yeah, incantation bad. Who's going first?
Shaboo!
I mean, if I were to stealth up to it, use some sorcery points for subtle spells, so there's no verbal or semantic components.
I think someone's already stepped forward.
All right, then.
Regret that.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm just like, meow.
I'll get the initiative up.
Yeah. So so stepping forward, you can see that there appears to be someone casting over a corpse, whilst four clearly undead, wearing studded leather armor, stand to attention. Additionally, a small fiery skull hovers over the scene, providing illumination to the area. Which I'm just gonna, I will put on if it's not already for Quinny's benefit. So looking at you as you step in, you can you can see a frighteningly thin woman in a black robe, look over to you, and we'll say to Clarissa, have you come from the manor?
Sure.
Okay, assuming that. Okay, are you going to make a sincere check to deceive her?
I'll try.
That's fine. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to just try and deceive her of this, you can make a deception check. We'll assume that the Carissa said something a bit more convincing on a good roll, but the point is, the attempt is to deceive her, and that's sort of what matters. No worries. So with an 11 against against her insight, you you very much don't get the feeling that they are convinced. They say you have to do better than that. I'll bring you there myself. And it calls all in the room to attention. So can everyone roll initiative, please?
Oh, wow. Typical. I'm at the back of the party and I get the...
You always do somehow. 18. Who's got the higher dex out of Quinny and Carissa?
That's a good question. I'm 14.
Quinny.
Quinny.
FYI, for future reference, I have area effect spells now.
I've got something that's going to hopefully come in very handy in this bit. It's just whether I can get there to do it.
Jack, would you let me do subtle spells stealthily?
I mean, all the spells are going to be cast in regular initiative. So I'm not sure what the stealth is. I mean,
So
you can
if
use
we hadn't
stealth
started
spell.
initiative, if I'd crept into the room with a good stealth first of all, got a subtle spell off before starting initiative.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So if you are able to get into a room, which obviously can't be done here, but there are going to be future rooms in the campaign. If you are able to get into a room through stealth, subtle spell removes the verbal and somatic components. And as you're essentially invisible anyway, that's the sort of thing that you could use subtle spell for. But yeah, at the moment, everything's just got to be in initiative.
Yes.
Just because that's
okay.
the consequences of decisions made, But yeah, no, absolutely. That is very much what subtle spells for. So I'll put their initiatives in.
Yep, when we're ready, we're starting with Miltis.
No worries.
Which is crazy because I can't see a thing.
Run, Meltith, run.
I'm assuming, Jack, I would have lost my rage by now.
Yeah, it probably has been about 10 minutes.
10 minutes to talk to the girl and get back here.
Mm-hmm.
So, first job, rage. Which distance have I got? 30 foot to there. Oh, I've got...
You might be better off doing more there instead.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking that. I wasn't sure where anyone was because I've not seen that far down the map. And I've got another 10 foot.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get to there. And I'll smack this one here.
Go for it.
And it will be recklessly smacking.
Go for it.
It will definitely be recklessly smacking.
24 is going to be a hit against bottom orange.
For 11 points.
For 11 points of slashing damage, all going through.
I can choose and find out if it's more because I've got that feature.
Yes, you got your savage attacker, don't you?
That's more like it.
I'll put that other 4 through now.
Let's try that again.
Yeah, and don't you also have frenzy when you reckless attack?
I didn't say frenzy. But yes, it says I deal an extra plus 2d6.
I was having a look at your class sheet before we started, because I know that's come up. But yeah, you can put that through if you'd like.
First off, let's put this second greatsword through. Let's see if it's still standing.
No worries.
Let's see if I can get a better roll than that. No, I can't. Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay. So yeah, a dirty 20 is gonna hit, and you can re-roll the 20 to check for a crit. But otherwise, yeah, I'm happy to put through the 14.
I'm happy with the 20. It's a
No,
hit.
it's
As long
fine.
as it's a hit, I'm not going to mess about.
No worries. Right, and then
14
20
damage.
does say that you get another 2d6 on top of that as well.
Right, let's give you that 2d6.
No worries.
Roll a further 6.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That's everything. That's movement. That's hitting. That's
Okay, Quinny.
Um. hmm. 20. I'm just going to bring up my cannon, I think.
No worries.
And it's going to do protector, so anybody within 10 feet of it will get temporary hit points.
No worries. So, are you able to?
Yeah.
Are you able to
now.
drag that on, or would you like me to?
Yeah, no, I'm dragging it on now.
That's fine.
So as a bonus action, I'm then going to give 7 temporary hit points to Meltith and me and Clarissa, because you're in 10th up.
Yeah. The turret is an object and cannot gain temporary hit points, but that's going to be fine. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that's it. That's me done.
Okay, Clarissa.
So, Oh, hello. Take a swing at this orange.
Cool. I think if you're getting to there, then this undead would be able to make an opportunity. That's a nat one. Never mind. Go for it. 16 to hit on orange is going to be a hit. Okay, for you use this one hand, so it's going to be 9 slashing damage.
Mate.
Go for it. Blue, green, and orange are clearly undead. And red clearly isn't. Well, red isn't. Maybe not clearly.
So that's an extra D8.
3d8 if it's a first level slot you're expending. No worries. So that's going to be 15 damage all going through.
There, my second attack.
Go for it. 17's going to hit. I'll put on that there's been a setup as well. For 10 slashing damage, all going through. Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That's me.
Okay, blue.
No worries. So, blue is going to flicker, with flame, and we'll say, "Are the others prisoners too?" And then, without waiting for a response, we'll make 2 fire ray attacks on Meltith. Oh, and they're going to be with advantage, aren't they? Because reckless attack.
Yes.
Yeah, so in that case, they're going to be a 21 and a...
Can you repeat that?
A 21 and a 20 to hit on Meltith.
Yeah, they hit. Both.
No worries. So the first one's going to be 9 fire damage. The second one is going to be 17. That'll be a total of 26, and it's fire damage.
Use my reaction to absorb elements on the 17.
Is it absorb elements self, or does it have a range?
I don't know. It's the first time using it.
No worries. I'll have a quick check.
Oh, when you take damage. Oh, okay.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying.
I'm still up. We're fine.
And that's going to be blue.
Okay, that's gonna be me. I get to come and do my thing. Come around the corner. Oh god, is there any space for me to get through to do my thing?
Maybe if you create it.
5, 10, 15, 20.
We're trying to kill him.
25, 30. Yes, I can do it. No, I would have to take an opportunity attack from 1 green to get there. I will take the opportunity attack.
Oh, well, you can't go through there. There's a pillar.
I can squeeze around the pillar. Damn it.
Well, orange. Okay, the oranges are fairly solid spaces, especially when there's a pillar between them.
Fine. Right, let me check my measurements then.
Stand on my shoulders. I can take the weight.
10, It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Oh dear.
No, it's cool.
What
So,
lands
yeah.
in a 30-foot radius? It's gonna be.
Why do I feel scared?
It's fine. Just excuse me while I whip this out. Get out
Sorry,
my
what?
holy symbol and do turn undead. So each undead creature within 30 feet has to make a wisdom saving throw. And those that
Indeed.
fail have to take the 3d8 radiant damage
'Cause that's the
from
thing,
seer undead.
It's not turn undead anymore, is it? It's seer undead now.
No, well, if they survive,
bad.
they're still dead. They're still, yeah, still scared.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I've got the rolls done. DC's is 14, so two of them, including blue, definitely fail. Two of them definitely succeed, and I'm just checking the wisdom modifier on 14, which beats it. Okay, so
I've got a couple of them.
So that's fine. So on so let's see. So blue and top green both failed. So they take 19 radiant damage.
Yeah, and are frightened and have to use their turn to move as far away from me as they possibly can.
No worries.
And nothing happens to the ones that succeed.
That's fine. And not even like half of the seer damage.
Doesn't say so. It just says that any undead that fail it take 3d8.
Cool. No, it's fine. I just wanted to be sure. Yeah. Okay. Blue technically isn't frightened, but it can't be frightened. But I think it still can be turned. They just don't also have the frightened condition.
Yeah, it says frightened and incapacitated conditions for 1 minute, and for that duration, it tries to move as far from me as it can on its turn.
That's fine.
But it ends early if it takes damage.
That's fine. It absolutely can be incapacitated, so that's all good. I'm gonna put on an incapacitated symbol rather than that generic one. Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, I can't do anything for a bonus set. Yes, I can. No, I can't. No, I can't because I've run out of spell slots. No, that's me. It's orange.
It's orange. Yeah, so neither of those returned. So they can make their attacks. One of them's going to make make their attacks at Melted, and the other at Clarissa. So let's see. The one against Meltith, I think, is just going to make the regular 2 attack. The one against Clarissa is going to make a sword attack, and you have a go using life drain. So we'll do the 2 against Meltith first. And Meltith recklessly attacked, so they're also with advantage. Which makes them another dirty 20 and 21 combination.
Oh wow.
So putting them through, that first one is going to be 7 slashing damage that you may halve to 3. And 5 necrotic damage, which is going to be a total of 8, unless you've got a way of resisting that. Are you still up?
Necrotic. I'm still up, yeah.
Oh, that's fine. And then the second attack is going to be 9 slashing damage that you halve, plus 6 necrotic damage for a total of 10.
The flesh wound.
As for the one against Clarissa, it makes a sword attack with disadvantage because of sap, which is going to be a 9 to hit. And then it's going to try and use its drain life. So, reaching out for Clarissa, can she make me a Constitution saving throw, please? No worries. With a 20, you are able to keep out the necrotic touch, and that's going to be the oranges.
Green.
Cool. So so one of the greens is just moving away from you, right?
Yes, if that's the one that failed, yes, it just has to move as far away from me as it possibly can. If it's going to take an opportunity attack and someone damages it, then the effect ends. But
No
yeah,
worries.
do it anyway.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so that's that green. Well, we'll keep it into a space where it's not half in the wall. But that's fine. Does Carissa want to take the opportunity attack?
Should I?
No.
How badly hurt were they? I can't see from my angle. You think you could
Not yet
kill it with
bloodied.
an opportunity attack?
Not yet bloodied.
Not particularly.
Probably leave it then. Yeah.
I'll leave it just now.
No
We'll
worries.
come back to it later, I promise you.
And then the
No,
other
down.
green. The other green is going to make a couple of attacks against Carissa with the sword. Those are going to be 7s and 11s there. Well, a 7 and an 11. So that's going to be green.
Varys. Sorry, I should have moved a square down, Varys, but I think you can squeeze in next to me belly and take a shot. Through like 4 people though.
Yeah, I'll just stand here.
I'm sure you're fine.
Except
I'm
from
short
the
too.
except from the big mechanical thing that's in the middle of you two. That's fine. I think we'll use my longbow on the orange that I can see.
Go for it. 17's a hit. For 7 piercing damage.
Now for my second.
Yep. 17's a hit.
For 5.
For 5 piercing damage. How do you want to finish off that particular orange?
Right through the middle of the eyes.
Go for it. Is there anything else you'd like to do,
Maybe
as
I
well
take
as
one
leave Shulong space?
Yeah, as well as leave shielding space. I think I will bonus action Misty Step next to the other orange.
Go for it.
Apparently, everything's slowing down. There we go. And I think my Drake is somewhere else in the cavern, so we'll just leave him there.
No worries. Who's next then?
Theo.
Yeah. Yay. Right. Again, I have no idea what's going on. 5, 10, 15. There. 20. Yeah, you just cannot see anyone. Well, if I come down to here,
you can stand on me and then get off me again.
Wait, I can see green from here.
No worries.
So let's just do a classic, because it works, but upcast it to Cloud of Daggers, 3rd level. 16 points, and I'll draw a nice little rectangle in this square.
Remember to put a concentration symbol on yourself.
Yep. There I am, so it's at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, because I don't need to watch it. I can just keep out of the way. And that'll be me. I'll just wait till my next turn to see if it needs moving.
Okay, Red's turn.
No worries. Okay. So, if it's gonna be red. Yeah. So, yeah, Red's not too not too happy with that turn undead, even though she herself is not turned. You know, is going to step up to get a proper line of sight down the corridor, and we'll call out, die in the name of Merkel. And
Oh, you're behind the wrong door, love.
no, she is saying Merkel, and the layout does kind of make sense. But anyway, she is going to she is going to cast one of her spells, and 3 necrotic rays will appear, and they'll just sort of like lash out. One towards Meltith, one towards Quinny, towards Shulong. Quinny and Shulong will have the benefits of cover from not having to shoot through someone. So putting that through, the one against Melted still has advantage because reckless attack is still in effect. So adding the modifier that is going to be a 25 to hit on Meltith, 16 on Quinny, and a 25 on Shulong.
Mine hits, yeah.
I have a 16 on. Okay, in which case, because you're standing behind like some, that will in fact be enough to make it miss. If your AC is normally 16.
Yep.
That's fine. So that's going to be 8 necrotic damage to Meltith and 7 to Shulong.
Okay.
And then
Necrotic as well, so I can't even
necrotic. I'm afraid not.
That's only 7. What's you whinging about?
No, for him it's
You
8.
know how much damage I've taken so far.
Oh yeah.
This is round 1.
But that's gonna be red.
Okay, back to the top for Meltith.
Right. I'm not going reckless this time, just normal attacks at orange.
Go for it.
Can't afford the reckless this time.
You'll still get hit. The way these things work.
But to be honest, with these, a lot of it's been the second die that gets him. A 21 will hit orange. No worries. So that's going to be 17 slashing damage, all going through.
Yeah, it's definitely
How do you want to
17.
finish off orange?
Oh, right, that's enough to kill him anyway. Down the centre. Great sword down the centre, peel him like a banana.
Go for it.
And now we'll add some movement. Now I'm still engaged with green as well, aren't I, from there?
Correct.
So I will move to there. So I've not lost my engagement with green. Now, am I right in thinking if I touch green, I get those daggers on me?
I mean, if you go into green space, you do, but you can still make melee attacks against green.
All right, so I can hit him without taking. Excellent.
Yeah.
In that case, he's getting a great sword to the back of the head.
Go for it. So 27's gonna hit. Yeah, you'd be able to do it from that square or like that square, so we don't have to worry too much about a pillar being in the way. But yeah, 27's gonna be a hit.
Right.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, 27's gonna hit.
I haven't seen the pillars. I didn't really
No,
want
don't worry about it. A 27 hits.
All right.
No, it's for 10 slashing damage.
Yeah, let's see if I can increase it. No. Oh, 1. 11.
No worries. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Shower and lick my wounds. I have many.
Quinny.
Okie doke. I'm first going to move the Eldritch Cannon forwards 15. Well, not quite 15. 5, there.
Mm-hmm.
You guys already got temporary hit points, but Varus, you'll be able to get some in a minute.
Also, melted were definitely taken off, so you'll be reapplying them.
Okay. I'm then going to cast Fairy Fire, so a 20-foot cone within range. So, cone?
Fairy Fire's a 20-foot cube.
Yeah, dyslexic brain kicking in there. So yeah, I'm going to do Fairy Fires. That's everybody really, isn't it?
You'll be able to cast it in a way that gets all 4 of them. I think it doesn't explicitly mention about objects that end up getting covered in the dust, so you don't have to worry about your turret.
What's it do?
Oh no, it does. Attack rolls against an affected creature or object. Yes, it does. But anyway, the point is you'll be able to cast the square that gets all 4 of them.
Yeah. That's huge, isn't it? Okay.
That gets everybody.
That gets everything.
Fairy Fire doesn't distinguish.
No.
What am I taking?
Okay, so a 20-foot square looks like this because it's 10 foot across. It's 10-foot radius, but the 20-foot sphere is about how long it is on one side. So you can do like something like that. That would get everyone, including that would also get the turret, but it gets all of them.
Okay.
Without getting any of your allies. So I'll get that save rolled.
That was about there, wasn't it?
No worries. So let's see. So red and green succeed, whilst red and one of the green succeed. Whilst the 2 who are undeaded, turn undeaded, are getting fairy fired as well.
So I need to roll one for my turret, don't I?
Objects don't usually make saves. If it has the capacity to make saves in its description, then you can make one.
Treat all ability scores as 10 plus 0, so yeah. So yeah, it makes it.
No worries. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Have I put a concentration symbol on you?
And then bonus action, everybody who hasn't already got temporary hit points to then get temporary hit points. So just
go for it
again. So you get 8 temporary hit points.
Woohoo!
That's me.
Okay, blues go.
Blue's in.
No, it's not. Sorry, ignore me. Ignore me. It's not blue. It's Carissa.
I'm swinging at green.
Yay!
That's not my mouse. That's my phone. Ooh!
That's it.
That should be a dead green then. Push the button. Push the button.
I'm trying. Button's not working.
I might not even have to put sap on.
Purple button's not working.
Then do it from your sheet.
/R 2d8 plus 3, I think. So plus 2.
So it's R to the 8 plus what?
/R 2d8 space 2d8 plus 2. No worries. So that's going to be 6 slashing damage all going through. The sap will be applied, and you've got your second attack.
Six.
A 14 meter beater. Cool. For another 7 slashing damage all going through. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Grr, smite.
No worries. Another 3d8 radiant damage.
You did more damage with a normal hit than you did with the crit.
No worries. How do you want to finish off Green?
Yay!
Explode into divine energy.
Go for it.
Gotta move to here.
Go for it.
To here. That's me.
No worries.
Okay, now it's blue.
Okay, Blue's still incapacitated. Who's next?
Okay, it's me. Gonna be interesting. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. No, I don't want to be there. There, because I'm gonna have to do. Actually, I could be there. Get ready for next time. There we go. Can Blue not have got out my way? Is it supposed to move away from me? Go away.
Oh, that's a good point.
Shoot.
Yeah, so Blue's incapacitated but can still move. That's a good point.
Awesome. Right. There we go. So yes, move up to there then. That's my 30. And then bonus action Shillelagh, which I should have done last time, but I forgot. But then an attack with Shillelagh. On red.
Go for it.
For a 16?
16. Red's going to use reaction to cast shields, which will cause that to be a miss.
Well, that's just rude. Players can cast shield. You're not allowed to. That's fine, that's me done. And then it's oranges are both dead, so it's green who can't do anything.
Correct. And
so-
can't really move further away.
Yeah, so Varus.
Longbow on red.
Go for it. And I'll remember shield is still in effect. In fact, let's get a little shield symbol on. 20's still going to hit. For 5 piercing damage, slowed condition is applied.
Good. And a second. And that's a miss.
That's correct.
Right, that'll be me.
Okay, Theo.
Cool. Theo's initially got to poke his head around again. 5, 10, 15. Let's just use my action to move that to there. Roll that damage.
Go for it. Cool.
Jesus
19 damage all going through, and green is no longer turned.
Cool. And I will use Quicken and try and finish green off. Let me just mark off those sorcery points. No. Them two. Right. And I use. Let's be safe. Let's use a second level magic missiles. Do I want to? Or does it feel? Nah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's that 1, 4, 11. 13 points of damage.
13
Against
points
green.
of damage. Oh, wait. The shield spell protects against magic missile, doesn't it?
I thought red had the shield on.
Oh, sorry, against
Yeah.
green was that? That's fine.
Yes,
Then
I
the
want to finish
13's
green
all
off.
going through. So yeah, no, I saw a ping somewhere near red, but it is on green. That's fine. Yeah, so that will finish off green. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Obviously, 5, 10, and you guys that side. You guys give me a holler when it's all clear, right? And that'll be my turn.
I think you might need one more go. One more round through. Okay, Red's turn.
Red's turn. Okay. Red's going to cast another spell. So can everyone in this area? In fact, I'll get it to linger. Make me a dexterity saving throw. The description for this spell says it goes round. I'm gonna say that Theo would only be like in the edge if it travels round the corner. You know, the rules of loci would indicate it's probably still not affected, but you know, you can see that this square suddenly go up in black fire.
What?
I have advantage on dex saves at this level.
Yes, and Carissa is out of reach because it's not going through the centre of a square. But Shulong's making it, Quinny's making it, Melted's making it, and Varys is making it.
Is my
Yeah, I didn't.
The turret
as
does
well.
not have to make it, as the turret is
Okay.
not affected.
I roll for it anyway, just in case.
That's fine. Okay, so let's see. So if Melted's got a 19, Melted half damage. Quinny's 22 would be half damage. 15's going to be pretty close. Yeah, 15 makes it. It makes it. So you three are taking half damage. Full. As for full is going to be 30 points of necrotic damage. 15
Oh my
God! Save.
No wonder
That
you
is-
sound happy. 30.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is Red's big move, shall we say? As
I am
the room fills
not-
up with a dark fire.
Yeah, had that been 30 points of necrotic damage and a cat, I would be unconscious.
I'm down.
No worries. And
What, even with half? Just the 15?
Oh yeah, with 15 I'm down.
he's had a lot going on.
Whoa, I can see nearly took
In that
30
first
points
round, I lost 90% health.
True. I just thought the temporary hit points, the 8 might have...
Yeah, that they went long ago.
No.
Including the 8 went long ago.
No worries. And that's
Varys,
going
did you
to.
give yourself 8 temporary hit points? Varys,
Sorry?
did you give yourself 8 temporary hit points?
I did. I'm
That's fine. So in that case, you'll have lost them and another 7, but yeah, the temporary hit points would have definitely helped out a bit. And that's gonna be Red's turn.
Okay, back to the top for Meltith.
Oh, lovely. I'm already
Can't
on my
see how,
first
but-
dex save.
Meltith, never again will your mocking of me running away ever bother me.
That's one success.
Yay.
I think we should carry a bucket of water with us every time the cat pisses us off.
We have.
Yeah, Shulong does have a...
Yes, my dear, I do.
And I've got small boots I can throw at him.
Well, you can't because I'm smug around the corner, happy and safe.
I'm also unconscious. It doesn't really matter, does it? It's Demi.
It'd be
Okay.
Quinny's go.
Oh, and so can I get a con save from Quinny for the fairy fire, please?
Yeah. It doesn't matter too much because the only still fairy fight is still running away.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Now, anyway.
Hmm.
Bye.
Hmm.
I want to cast Thunder Wave.
Sure, might not thank you for it.
No. I want to cast it in the way that it avoids Shulong and Clarissa. But 'cause it's
Okay.
15.
You can.
Doesn't
Well,
it come out as a...
So it originates from self, but
Oh,
like
is it
that
from
just
self?
means that
Oh,
yeah,
I
but
didn't
not
know
as in
that.
all around, as in it's like a square adjacent to one of your spaces. So you could like, I guess you could climb onto the body and do it. You can also technically do it here safely, but that would get blue, and your mileage may vary on how soon you want blue to get involved.
Oh. No, I'm not going to do that then. I am going to...
Blue is vicious.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mark that off.
We don't know Blue's vicious. He's not done anything yet.
Blue asked, "Are we taking them all prisoner?" And then shot melted twice.
Oh.
Yeah, Dom, wake up.
I don't know if to cast grease or not then on red. It won't cause any damage, so no, I'm not. I'm just... Fuck it, Ray of Frost.
Go for it.
Oh, it's hard life, isn't it?
An 11 is going to be a miss, I'm afraid.
Miss.
And I'll take that shield off, but yeah, still a miss.
Okay, temporary hit points coming people's way.
And you're all in temporary hit point zone.
Oh, thank you.
5. Does that take Mel? Yeah. Does that take him off?
I don't know if you can get temporary hit points.
So they're temporary hit points, not permanent hit points. So they wouldn't prevent him from making death saves. And I don't believe you... I'm just checking. I don't believe you can get him whilst unconscious. Temporary hit points. Okay, then it says see chapter 1.
I've got a button for him while unconscious.
Until they're depleted. Okay, right. You can have. Oh, here we go. If you have 0 hit points to consciousness, but you still got them, that's fine. You can still have them. If someone damages you and it's like less than 5, or it is exactly 5, that means no death val. So all good. Yeah. Put the temporary hit points on.
Ooh,
but you still don't wake up.
You're going to hit me with something now, aren't you? I can see it coming.
Oh well, okay. I mean, yeah. We've seen some AOE's involved, you know. Generally, the conscious are a greater concern than the unconscious, but you know, fire, red or black, consumes all, does it not? Is there anything else Quinny would like to do?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, Carissa.
I would like to stab him.
I bet you would. Go for it.
I feel like that's a wise choice.
20 is going to hit. Cool. For 5 points of slashing damage, and I will ignore the sap.
Right.
Go for it.
Right. Well, yeah.
Okay, so you've done a second level smite, so it is 3d8 even against a humanoid, which is fine. So that would be 20 radiant damage all going through. That's a good amount of 3d8. And then, of course, you've got your second attack. Uh, 10 is going to miss, I'm afraid.
That's me.
Okay. Blue, who I really don't think can still do anything at the minute.
Yeah, because Blue's tiny, I'm going to say goes to that little spot. But yeah, otherwise, incapacitated, etc.
Okay, then
yeah.
it's me. So all I can do is just keep trying to wail on Red. So Shillelagh. 20. I think we said that hits.
We did
Four.
indeed.
Damn it! I forgot to call it again. Heads bludgeoning, tails force. Bludgeoning. 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
And
8
for
bludgeoning damage, all going through.
for a bonus action, I am casting a healing word on Meltith. Get him up. For 8.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
And then it will be Varys's turn.
Okay, well, I'm going to move myself up here first and use a level 1 Cure Wounds on Melthus.
You're a popular lad, aren't you?
Yeah.
And for my second, I think I'll just use the longbow on Red.
Cure Wounds is an action, as would be using the longbow.
Yep.
Which is a shame because you got a crit. We could retcon it and say that you didn't do Cure Wounds seeing as he's up, and keep that crit.
No one saw nothing.
That's up to Jack.
No, it's alright, go for it. But yeah, Cure Wounds is an action, not an attack, it's an action.
Okay.
No, so that's going to be another D8 on top of that because it's a crit.
For 11 total.
Go for it. And then if you're taking the attack action, not the Cure Wounds, you've still got a second attack.
Okay.
As. Yes. Okay. A 16 would hit, but Red's going to cast shield again. Because well, to keep out 3 whole points of damage. But yeah, I'll put the shield on. Okay, and then is there anything else Faust would like to do?
No, that's it.
Okay, Theo.
Sure. Let's start with having a look at how things are going for the. Oops, I've just actually shut it all. You say Red's causing you troubles, eh? Well, let's just move you to there. Why can't I find that spell anymore? There it is. For 15 points of damage.
Or going for...
Yep, there's nothing you can do about it. And then... out of sorcery points, out of that. So... and step even further back this time, another square.
Go for it.
He's on the yeah.
Then, that'll be my go.
Okay, so Red's go. Red.
Okay, so Red is going to step out of the cloud of daggers, which won't provoke any opportunity attack. And we'll call out, if I'm going down, all come with me. And drawing a flail, it's going to make 2 attacks. One against Carissa, which will be with disadvantage because of sap, and then a regular one against Shulon. The one with disadvantage slips off a 13 to be to definitely be a miss. And the one against Shulon's a 16. How?
Yeah, just misses. Just misses.
Just misses. And that's going to be Red's turn. This flail has like a silvered skull at the end.
Cool. Okay.
But yeah.
Back to the top for Meltith.
Well, I'm alive. And I'm awake. So I stand up with half my movement. It takes a lot to get a little dwarf off the ground. And 5, 10, 15, 20 gets me on top of green. And I can swing at red.
You didn't fancy taking the square red left for you?
I was wondering if
This one here? No, I don't really fancy that one there. I might have been
No
a for a while, but I know what a purple square of flaming daggers looks like.
Finish him!
I like to imagine them as cat claws, just spectral cat claws coming around.
Go for it.
Hit him with a greatsword.
Yeah, okay.
16.
So the shield's down. Does she have one last spell? Okay, she has one more. She has another first level spell slot, and since she's had her turn, she can use the reaction to put that back up. So a 16 misses, but you've got a second attack.
I have. Let's try that again, but better.
Reckless.
Oh, 17.
Beats it.
Hey. It's not letting me roll it. Give me a second.
Pardon.
13. Let's see if I can fish for a better. I'm allowed to do it once per turn. No, the 13's the better.
How do you want to finish off red?
You could have just said. Stab it through the belly.
Okay. And with that, red falls. You are aware that there is still a blazing skull next to you. There is still work
I'm
to be
pretty sure I'm
done.
going down again, but we'll see.
yeah, it's
Who's
just bumping
next?
into the wall at the minute. Quinny.
Well,
You can hit blue now.
can I?
Please do.
It's the only thing left, and this thing ends after a minute, so it's not like we can just go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll get my... I'll do Ray Frost on it.
No worries.
8. Nope.
That's going to be a miss, I'm afraid.
God's sakes. Try something new and it all goes tits up. Everybody who's in 5 foot, 10 foot of the cannon get 9 temporary hit points.
Oh no, not 59 temporary hit points. Remove for 5. 9. Nice, isn't it?
It would. That's me.
Okay, Carissa.
Gina, oh.
Bless you.
Bless you.
An 11's going to miss. "24 hit. For 6 points of slashing damage, all going through. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Okay, no longer incapacitated. And at this point, Blue is just going to, as there's a nice room full of creatures, is just going to fireball the whole place.
Oh, I'm down.
Oh no.
Blue doesn't seem to worry about getting themselves in there. So can everyone make a dex save? Theo's fine.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Even
Yeah,
half will take me down.
Yeah, they only get one of those, but if they've been given the opportunity and they've been backed into a corner, not been able to do out, they are definitely going to take that opportunity.
What's the passing roll?
So let's see. So Shulong's fine, Melted's
No, he's
fine,
not.
Carissa's not, And and then Varys and Quinny's fine. And when I say fine, I mean taking half damage. The thing is, though, if Carissa's the only one who's failed, because this is fire, you all end up. Anyway, so the damage roll was 20, so you all end up taking 10.
Ah, that is just spot on what I had left. I am down.
Oh.
And
Red.
that is going to be this blazing undead laughing maniacally as flames fill the room. That body there is just gonna catch fire.
Not dead.
And that's gonna be blue. Who's next?
Okay. That's me for a death saving throw.
Oh no. Make it a good one.
Nope, that's one fail.
Oh shit.
It's fine. It's just that thing left, and then hopefully, because Varys hopefully still has a cure wounds that he definitely didn't use last time.
Yeah, and didn't deduct the spell slot for.
I didn't take the health for.
Yes. Who's next then?
Varys.
Apparently my token doesn't want to move. There we go.
I wouldn't. I really would not.
Don't step there.
I cannot. Yeah.
Right, longbow on. Well, it's a little thing. It just almost fucked us over.
Go for it. That's a crit.
Oh, nice.
Damage.
Cool. Plus another D8.
Where is it?
Cool. And then you got your second attack. It's still alive, just. 20 is going to be a hit. Cool. How do you want to finish off Blue?
In the eye.
Go for it. And with that, the fire extinguishes.
Meow. Oh, guys, is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, please drop your daggers.
Just checking first before I do.
Sensible Theo stayed away.
Tell
Sensibly
me.
stayed away.
Tell me, how did the dirt taste?
Good as always.
Yeah.
Actually,
Actually, that's a good point. How are we getting Shulong? It's going to be Shulong's turn, Varys' turn, and if Shulong rolls in that one before Varys gets around, he dies.
Okay.
Do I get a turn before then?
You do, yeah.
Fine, I'll save you. I'll cast.
Well, can you move that far? Because weren't you all the way around the corner? Or were you there in that corner? No, you were there, weren't
No,
you?
I wasn't. Let me measure it then. So it's 10 feet, 20, 30. Aid's got a range of 30 feet. So. Yes, easily.
I thought you were going to do a cure wounds.
No, I don't have cure wounds, but I do have a way to save your life, so that'll do. Just to be safe. So 5 points of health to Meltith, Yulong, and because you're in front of my face, Versa.
Yeah, it increases your current and maximum hit points by 5. So it's a buff spell, but can be used to heal people, if they're KO'd. So that will be sufficient to bring Shulong back to health.
Woo.
Sit there.
What's the spell?
Thank you.
Aid.
And you
I will
boosted
also
our
like.
health by 5 as well as giving us.
So, because it's not temporary, you can buff it. You can use both temporary and this together.
Yeah. If you were at full hit points, so like my full hit points, if I was 38, if he cast aid on me, my hit points would go to 43.
And then you can get my temporary hit points from that as well.
Yeah.
So if we go into a battle planning, I can use a higher level to give you more true hit points, raise your max to cover it, and then get temporary on top of that.
But that only works if we're at full health.
No, it works at any level, but it's best used at full health because it raises your hit point maximum as well. So
Yeah, that's what I mean. We don't raise our hit point maximum at the moment then. Only if we're at full health.
No. It's you always raise the hit point maximum. It's just if you're injured, you're just not going to be at full health.
So if you took all of your hit dice, you could still get up to 5 above your normal max.
I'm going to cast a Cure Wounds on myself now I'm up as well, just to get a little bit extra. But that is my last spell slot. Guys, I think these... Sorry, carry on.
I am tapped out magic-wise.
Yeah, and I've got a feeling, because this woman shouted Merkel, that we're going round in a circle hitting everybody's temples. I think we should go away.
I have 2 first level spell slots left, and that's it.
Yeah.
4.
I think yeah. I think Baal's getting away with it this time.
I am Zen.
But guys, not being funny, but we don't have time to a long rest. We have to get to the estate and warn them.
Oh, we do, but I just want to be away from here. Have we got time for a short rest? I mean, it doesn't help me too much, but it does a little bit. But maybe not down here. Let's get out into the open air. Let's see what this woman has on her.
Okay. So, what would you like to do? In fact, because there's various things to investigate. Pop them in the Roll20, please.
I'll look at Red Lady.
Cool.
I'm gonna look at. Wait. I'm gonna look at the body on the table.
It's currently on fire.
You warm your hands on the body on the table.
I'll tell you what then, can I use a Sorcerer's Burst to... let's see what sort of magic I'm going to use. Cold damage to put it out.
Okay, so can you roll a d20 and add your spell attack bonus? Because this is far from guaranteed by the spell's description.
Spell attack. So I might as well just roll a Sorcerer's Burst cold then, shouldn't I?
Pretty much, yeah.
12.
Yeah. So with a 12, you are like eventually able to put out the fire. The body is severely burnt.
Okay. Is he? Well.
And I haven't heard what Quinny, Meltith, and Carissa are doing.
Looting corpses.
Yeah, cool. I'm just going to look at orange next to me.
That's fine. While you're putting all that in, we'll get to Red. So as for what Red has on her, Red has this silver skull flail. That does, it does seem to be magical.
Okay, I'll try and identify the magic on the flail.
Mm-hmm. She also has a spell book.
Oh, a spell book wouldn't probably do me any good. We've got no. Did Quinny use a spell book?
It's wizards and some warlocks that can use them.
Yeah. Well, I might be able to sell it. I'll pocket that, but yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. You can have the spell book, and I'll have a look at this flail. With a 22 on my Arcana roll.
No worries. So with the 22, you're able to tell what this flail does. So it does require attunement, and I'll get a description popped in. But anyway, it requires attunement, but it does additional necrotic damage on a hit. Additionally, if hit, the target is disadvantaged on all saving throws until the end of your next turn. So it's probably a good thing you were not hit by this flail going unconscious.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. But a flail isn't gonna do me any good. Does anyone want a fancy flail?
So it's a one-handed martial weapon. So Meltith Meltith, Varys, and Carissa are all proficient in martial weapon. And it's a one-handed weapon.
Do you guys want it?
Really happy with my greatsword at the moment, to be honest.
I guess I'll pop it in my inventory and then I'll try and sell it. What's it called?
I'll get it put in for you. But yeah, that's what you're able to find. As for the spell book, as it fell, it's got like a locking mechanism. So as she fell with the book, the spell book like locked back up. You are able to find a key for it on her body. And then I think the last thing worth mentioning would be you're able to find written in common a letter that I'm gonna put in your journal.
Okay. There we go. Read this out. Flennis, know ye that these missives pass through holy lands directly from the shield of the hidden lord. I don't know why I've gone Scottish.
But was that your attempt at
Which
Scottish?
speaks with the true voice of Garguth. That's Scottish. Once Lord of Avernus and Treasurer of Hell, the 10th Lord of the Nine, the Hidden Lord, the Lord who watches, and Legatus of the Dark Gods. When the devils of Avernus brought down Elturel, the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate was claimed as a prize for Hell. So too shall you claim for Zariel the souls of those who once served Elturel. You can know this to be truth, for I hold here at Van Thampa Manor, secure within its infernal puzzle box, packed with Zariel, the declaration of the powerful purpose to which we set our hands. Lay to rest your doubts. It's TK again. It's that dude.
What was the estate again, sorry?
Van Thampa. That's the Duke who definitely has something to do with this bathhouse, because was it his son owns the bathhouse that we came in through.
So, so you know that this bathhouse is owned by Mortlock Van Thampa, son of Duke Van Thampa.
There's a pact there that I guess we need to go and have a look at. It's in an infernal puzzle box.
I mean, they are just so obviously the bad guys. Can we just kill them or hunt them in?
Well, yeah, I mean, we have to go to the man, and nothing says we have to be nice about it, but I need a sleep before then. Definite sleep before then.
No, we need to warn the people at one manor and then go kill the people at another manor, don't we?
Yes, but sleep at some point along that route.
But if we sleep, they might go.
Van Thampa's just going to have to wait. Well, I can't. None of us, unless you want to go and do this by yourself, but me, Carissa, and Meltith especially, are very, very poorly.
And me, I've only got 3.
Yeah, Varys as well. I didn't know how badly you were hurt.
I think you and me are probably the only ones. I'm probably fairly quite healthy right now. And I think it'd be unfair on the party to then drag everybody else to go do these things.
Yeah, it's literally a death wish going into something else right now. Like, half of us, like most of us, are like, not good.
I would say right this minute I'm sat in the corner making CND posters. I've got no rage left. I'm a pacifist.
Make love and peace, man.
That's it, yeah. I'm not a barbarian anymore. I've got no rage left.
I just want to beat someone up until they give me my stuff back.
Yeah, well, here's some catnip. Let's go and have a rest.
Meow. You're gonna get your little. I'm not gonna say it. Are you gonna get the little robot out I chase?
Yes.
Meow, meow, meow.
Yes.
Oh, God. The robot with the laser pointer.
You just made my cat answer you.
Oh, love it.
Which one?
Lame. And she's the quiet one.
Oh, it's lovely.
Okay, so that I'll put the missive in all of your inventories, and then I think the rest of you are also looting. I was happy to get that discussion about what you wanted to do, but we will cover. So let's see who was next. So Theo's looking at the body is scored into of unrecognizability. You can examine the altar though, if like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can Arcana check if you so wish.
An Arcana check, you say?
Hang on, I give you guidance.
Ooh. So that's a +4 to it?
A D4.
Yeah, sorry. This little pointy bastard. 17 total.
No worries. So you're able to tell this altar doesn't have any sort of magical power that's going to hinder you, but you can tell that this corpse, it looks like the animate dead spell was being cast. So an attempt to turn it into a skeleton or zombie. So that looks to be the purpose of this site here, and that's what you interrupted.
Could it turn them into a ghast?
It wouldn't necessarily be as powerful as that, but it would enough to animate them.
Okay.
As for so I'll just go over what was on the flaming skull and the undead. So with the flame skull, you can attempt to harvest some arcane dust from them. So that was in the GDQ campaign, and I think maybe even got used. But it can be used as an additional material component to reroll some damage.
That seems like a sensible thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you'd be able to harvest 1 ounce of arcane dust from the flame skull. As for the undead, they have their longbows, longswords, arrows, and studded leather armor that can be taken from their bodies.
Mm.
And there were 4 of them.
Longsword and sword, did you say?
Longsword and longbow. Okay. And then, is there anything else? Is there anything else you want to do?
I think back to the inn. Screw the Stelmanes. They'll either be fine or not. Think about it. Val's gone to warn them.
Yeah.
Like, because if it is like a thing of somebody pretending to be that mage, he's going to turn up back at the manor, and then they're going to be like, "You're already here," and that'll tell them that something's wrong.
True.
Yeah.
So sleep, Stelmane, and then Van Thumpers.
Yeah, need sleep.
Sleep, needed.
Go off, go sleep now.
Yeah, provided nothing's actually like blocking our exit on the way out of here.
Nothing will be blocking your exit on the way out. You will be able to leave. Okay, and I'm just putting the flail in. To your inventory, but yeah. So put the Baldur's Gate city map as you are out of there. So it would still be late at night. But you know, if you had lodgings secured before then, you will be able to return to them. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we did, didn't we, at the Elf Song Tavern?
I'm pretty sure we did.
I suppose we didn't say exactly how many nights we were staying, but
yeah. So yeah, you'd be able to pay those lodgings. I believe it was like 5 silver pieces per person, but sorry, per room per day for lodgings, and then for food and drink it'd be 3 silver pieces per person per day.
I do use prestidigitation on us all, so we don't look so mucky and judgy.
Yeah, I think I need that.
Walking about from the sewers, coming back up into town.
No worries. And yeah, you would be able to take a long rest.
Yay!
Ooh. If you think about it, it was still late at night, and there's nothing they could really do at the Stelmane mansion that they hadn't done already.
I don't care.
No, I know, neither. It's just tough.
I've become a very died pacifist dwarf at the moment. I couldn't care less what's happening at the mansion.
Not your problem.
Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Oh, what the hell? How have I ended up over encumbered?
Hey?
Oh, I'm not very strong. I might have
That's
to.
right. Your carrying capacity is £120, and I encumbered you by putting that flail in your inventory.
Right,
and all encumbered means is that your speed is halved, so it wouldn't stop you from being able to leave here.
It's fine. I've got 2 sets of traveller's clothes, which I really don't need.
Flail,
2 sets.
I don't mind, but if someone else can make use of it.
Yeah, I can't use it at all. So
What flail?
if you can carry it without getting over encumbered, it would be better if you carry it, and we'll just remember we got it. We can just try and sell it somewhere.
What flail was it?
It's a silvered skull flail.
find a blacksmith that doesn't ask questions.
Is it in the list of weapons?
I can.
Oh wow, yeah.
Fine. Right, so let's get rid of a set of traveller's clothes, because I don't need 2.
2 bags of sugar and you're encumbered and lose half your speed.
Yeah, well, I'm just taking me over. I don't need to carry 2 shields.
Should we go sell some things?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, because if you get like a shield out of your inventory, that'll save you 6 whole pounds.
Yeah. Can I sell it for its thingy price?
Well, if you're selling it, you sell it for half. But
Half 5 gold. That's fine. Quickly do that.
On the grounds that it's like second hand, unknown quality kind of thing. And it discourages some people from trying to buy the stuff back in an infinite loop. But yeah, so you would be able to sell that. Anything that anything that's going to be distinctly associated with the Cult of the Dead 3 is probably best not selling in the open. Same with anything to do with Zariel or anything on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're just ditching like your regular shield, that sort of thing, then so long as you're wearing your
yeah, no, I'm good now.
Can I buy a hand axe?
Certainly, yeah, you'd be able to buy it for the.
It's 5 gold.
Mm-hmm.
I have another weapon.
Hand axes are a strength-based weapon. What's your strength score?
Are they?
Well, they're not a finesse weapon.
Could you not use the silvered skull flail?
No. I can only use simple weapons.
Rapier then?
It's finesse.
Rapier's martial.
It's a whip. How much more simple can you get?
I don't have a weapon. Yes, I do have a weapon. I have a -1 attack to it, but I have another weapon. I wouldn't be able to
Almost able to make use of the silvered skull flail.
Yeah. So in terms of your so the silvered skull file is best used by those who are proficient. That's not to say it requires you to be proficient to use. You're just not getting the best value if you use it without proficiency, which would be Carissa, Varys, or Meltith. Whilst flails are normally a based weapon, this particular flail, that's not as big as an objection as you might imagine. Or you could just keep it until someone gets proficiency or whatever.
I'll happily carry it. It's no problem. It's not causing me any bother. But
Yeah, let's carry it around. It might come in handy later.
Not as good as the greatsword. If one of us can make use of it, take it.
I think we've been round that circle about 6 times now. Nobody wants it. So hang on to it, and it might come in useful later.
I mean, I'm looking at how good it actually is, and it's pretty good, but just not good enough.
No, worries. So is anyone selling anything else? Was anyone else doing anything else in Baldur's Gate before we sort of pursue active quest lines?
I was gonna sell
Not after the silk.
Sorry?
Go on. There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna sell my chain shirt and the moonstones.
Cool, yeah. So the moonstones are worth 50 gold pieces and will sell for 50 gold pieces. The chain shirt sells for whatever half a chain shirt is. I believe it's 25 that you'd sell because you'd buy for 50.
Yeah, so in all I'd be getting 1 sell.
No worries.
I've just sold the longsword and the longbow.
From the whites, yeah. So there's like 4 long swords and 4 longbows you can sell if you grab them all.
Did anybody else grab any of them, or was it just me?
I remember there was any left over.
Huh?
Was there any left over? Did we leave any behind?
1 set. Did it?
Let's see, what's my encumbrance? £120. Yeah, I would have grabbed a set then if there's a set lying around and sell them. So I've got £30 that I can carry.
No worries.
Maybe one of the two of you learning tiny hut, and then we can ditch the tents. They're £20.
So as I was saying, is anyone else doing anything else in the city before pursuing active plot lines?
No, but I just would have sold some leather armor as well.
That's fine. So you'd get 5 gold pieces for that because you buy for 10.
Studded leather, sorry, it was 45. So
Studded leather. So yeah, you'd get 22 gold, 5 silver. Anyone else doing anything else?
No, well done.
Going once?
I'm all good. I'm good.
Going twice? Okay. So, with that done, are there any active plot lines that you want to pursue? Otherwise, someone might come a looking here.
Yeah, I think, well, Stelmane, wasn't it? We want to go warn them and then go check out Van Tampers.
Or do we want to turn the evidence over to the authority, or do we want to investigate further ourselves?
Oh, I suppose we could go and tell them what we found. They did ask us to look into it, didn't they? Maybe we should go to Flames Lodge. Tell her where we're up to.
Are we out of sleep yet?
Yeah.
We are.
We can hit the button then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yay!
No worries. So because you were doing this about like midnight, and then you had like a short rest, maybe 2. Anyway, yeah, you had at least 1 short rest in there, so you'd be getting to your accommodation pretty early in the morning because before you can go shopping, you've got to spend 8 hours 6 sleeping to recover. It's probably going to be about noon by the time you're going to Flames Lodge. And as you report in, he looks very shaken.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
He dabs some cloth to his forehead. And, says, there's been a horrible murder last night.
Oh.
Oh, another one?
Not an Alturian, but You spoke with Flame Horgate, didn't you? You found her last night.
Mm-hmm.
She came to us early in the morning, saying that she'd been held prisoner. The Frolicking house. She brought a maid from Bellmaid. Right. Of course, once we had that, made sure she was safe, began to prepare some to make a dawn raid. By the time they'd scattered, Flame Horgate told us about the secret door. Went down. We found many dead. You're one, right? But none living. When we found Paul in the we found he pushes forward grave, and you can see a body marked with the the symbol of Baal, a skull with red drops of blood. The figure is that of a tall, powerfully built. The sketch shows him as partly deformed, and he says, "That's the body of Mortlock Van Thamper."
It's interesting, because we have reason to believe the Van Thampers are at the heart of this plot. I will show him the note.
So he has a read through of the the notes you've got. So that's the missive to Flennis and the missive to Yignath. So reading through the missive to Yignath, that one doesn't have a connection to the Thamp, but it does. You mentioned the flaming fist. He reading the part of about the Zariel claiming the flaming fist. He will say we shall not be so easily, and I'm sure. And then reading through the missive to Flennis, which is the one that does talk about the truth being at Van Manor. He says, "I don't know what truth is at Van Thamper Manor, whether they are operating the consent of the Duke or not. What I do know, this morning there was a command put out by the remaining dukes. Once we submitted our report, the up was to be put under martial law. We're not allowed up there during martial law. They have their own city watch."
We will, I guess we'll investigate this further, but it might be best for yourself if you don't know what we're up to.
He nods. "I don't know what you'll find, but if Duke Thamper she may be an ally to you, and if she is not, then I suspect I had best not know of your involvement. Seems the Duke's life worth quite as much as it used to be.
But you don't. Sorry, Gary.
I do apologise, I just got bitten.
He is happy to tell you where the Pampa Manor may be found. But yeah. So I've put that on your map.
And the situation at the Stelmane's been taken care of, has it?
So that's a very good question. So what he'll tell you, is that whilst it's under martial law, the Flaming Fist isn't able to take care of the situation. But they are aware of what's going on, and under martial law, the watch should be protecting her.
So who fancies a day out?
We need to sneak away up there.
We're not going back into the sewers.
I think.
There you can wash your shoes.
I mean, I don't know if the sewers might connect into the upper city. It could be a way of doing it.
We've got the passes to just walk in, haven't we?
They were just to get into Baldur's Gate in general, weren't they?
So those passes would let you get into Baldur's Gate and would let you get into the upper city. Under the conditions. It's admit quite restrictive. One thing that can get you in there, and Flames Lodge would tell you can get you in there, is if you're able to get written permission from pardon me, from a noble to be up there. Because those who live in the upper city can still invite people in there.
So we could send to Duke Stelmane to get her to invite us. Or we could try the sewers again.
Might just get someone to invite us.
The other thing is, you've been told the sewer lair has been effectively abandoned by the time the Flaming got there.
In a good way or a bad way? Like
in a they scattered way.
Oh, I'm calling that a good way because they were still alive to run away, not like those blood streaks out the back door and.
Would Quinny have any contacts in the upper city that she could possibly use?
So I was having a read of your backstory, and most likely not.
Okay.
So you've got. I mean, you do have some options, but you've been told that that's going to be the easiest way of getting through the gates into the upper city.
So, I mean, it doesn't hurt anyone to just try and lag our way in at a gate.
No.
You
Hmm.
And if that doesn't
try
work,
it
we'll
at least. Find another way.
try it. Yeah.
Should go try and sweet talk our way in.
Go for it.
Let's have a look.
Okay. So so there's a number of gates that can take you into the upper city. Do you have a preference of which you'd prefer?
The Gond Gate, because it's the closest, I guess.
No worries. So, so
Whoever's
getting
doing-
in through here.
I think that's the closest, isn't it?
So given that you're currently with Flames Lodge over here, the nearest gate
sorry.
would either be Baldur's Gate or Heat Gate.
I meant the closest gate to Van Thumper's gate, because that's where we're going.
Oh, yeah, to Van Thamper Manor. Yes, the Gond Gate is going to be the closest to that. Absolutely.
So I don't want to wander around the upper city too long in case someone goes, "Hey, wait a second, who let you in?"
Whoever's doing the talking can have guidance on persuasion.
I was going to say the same thing.
Lots of guidance.
Lots
Yeah.
of guidance.
I am
How
proficient in it, so I
powerful
can help
guidance.
someone as well. Because I'm
I'm
assuming
used to
someone's
say,
got.
but- I'll be back in 2 seconds. Trapping my dog before it escapes again.
Okay. Yeah. Did he say he had a +8 on persuasion?
I mean, +8 certainly possible. If he's got like expertise or something. Otherwise, it most likely be +7.
I might have just misheard him.
Sorry, I'm back. I'm +3 on persuasion, if that's what we're talking about.
Oh, okay. I've got a
Okay.
better persuasion than you then. Can anyone beat a +4?
Mm-mm.
Persuasion.
I'm a -1.
Oh, am I doing the talking then?
It's like you're doing the dogging then.
Yeah, you're doing
Okay.
the dog and have a -1 as well.
I need to,
No.
yeah, I need to make sure I don't lie though, because I don't want this turned into a deception, because that's not so good.
Well,
I'll
we are
stand
going
back and
to
watch.
follow up the orders of law and order, investigating some heinous claims.
Yeah. I don't want to say too much, because the city guard probably all full of bloody cultists as well. Everybody's a cultist.
Well, let's just go and see what happens.
No worries. So you're able to get to the Gond Gate, and there is a guard post there. You can see that the streets beyond are fairly quiet, and there has been a notice put up, saying that effectively that martial law is to be in effect, and access is limited to those from the upper city and those with permissions from members of the upper city, and warns that further restrictions may have to be put in effect.
Fair enough. Go up to the gate and go, "Greetings. Me and my compatriots have urgent business at the Van Thamper Villa. A matter of uttermost import with the Duke. I'm afraid I cannot say any more, but she will need to let us past."
Okay, can you make a persuasion check? The DC is going to be sort of high, but they're specifically not supposed to be letting people in without very.
That's fine, and I can cast guidance on myself, can't I? Yeah.
You can have cast guidance on yourself beforehand because it lasts for a minute.
Yeah, I said
wouldn't do
guidance
it in front
on
of the
whoever's
guards.
doing the talking, and it ended up me doing the talking.
That's fine. I just want to reiterate, you can have.
Oh, I'm gonna use my inspiration. Try and do better.
Or you just fluffed that?
It's better.
Plus a D4.
It's only a 1. 16. It's not great, but it's not too shabby.
Has anyone got a thingy in persuasion that can let them have advantage? I'm not proficient in it.
Never mind.
Got +4, but I am proficient.
You are, or you're not?
I am. So I guess I'll roll.
Well, if you're proficient, the idea is that you're providing
help.
That's fine. He's trying instead. That's much better.
Okay. So so between the two of you, you're able to really impress on the situation, and the guard is somewhat hesitant about this, especially as you don't have you don't have anything written, but will say the rumor's true.
We're investigating.
Think about the rumors
about the nymph.
I would keep what you know about the nymph to yourself, if you value your career.
Mm-hmm. The guard nods and says, "Very well. Let it not be said that we hindered you. It's known that the Duke's called this martial law for it, and will let you Okay. And with that, you'd be able to make it through the Gond Gate unchallenged. The Van Thamper Manor, I know the book calls it a villa, but everyone else has a manor, so they should too. Anyway, the Van Thamper Manor is a few hundred feet away. So you'd be able to cross that without challenged en route. I don't need to do any wandering guards if you're just going straight to the manor. In terms of getting there, the manor is a 2-story building with a wall around it, and I suggest, because we're getting towards 10-2, if the plan is likely to involve like sneaking in or infiltrating with charisma stuff, the best thing to do would be to start the next session with that.
That's like a plan.
Cool.
I think we need to disguise someone as a nymph, or a couple of people as nymphs. Van Thamper's kinky.
Well, I hope you've all had a good time.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah,
wonderful.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
And thanks to Nikki for hosting this.
No props.
And of course, thanks to the audience at home for watching this. Additionally, the maps are from Progress Props, and the tokens and the Baldur's Gate map have been from Wizards of the Coast. The music has been from Serpent Sound Studios. This has been Fate of the Dice's Descent into Avernus. We hope you had a good one and look forward to seeing you next time.
Night, everybody.
Right.